Hey everyone, it's Tony George back in Las Vegas. If you watched the Gridiron Six Pack, you knew I was down in Phoenix, down in Old Scottsdale, down there for the World Series, and visiting Griffin Murphy. Be sure and check out the Gridiron Six Pack show. It is 65.7% on the year, and that is a 6 game sample size each week. We give out 3 college and 3 pro plays right here on this website. You're here for freebies. Uh, I don't know any show out there, doing 6 games a week that's hitting almost 66% on the year. I mean, that's unheard of. We got some big games on there for you, too. Some of the bigger games, and USC Washington's on there. So be sure and tune in. But nonetheless, by the way, congratulations to the Texas Rangers. Thank goodness the Major League Baseball season ended. It was my worst baseball season in 32 years. Well documented. I always tell you guys like it is. But nonetheless, a dominating performance, and just put them over their knee and took them out behind the woodshed and spanked their butt. So congratulations to the Rangers. This weekend, we got a bunch of big plays and a ton of momentum and a ton of profit build up in football. We'll tell you what's going on over at the end of this free pick video. Be sure and thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. Take advantage of the free $60. You're going to need it this weekend. If you've never been a member of Docs, we'll park it in your account. There's a link in the description below or a tab on the upper left-hand corner of the website. And you can get yourself a free $60 and put it towards any package with any handicapper this weekend. We got great football package for you with a couple of top plays. We swept all the top plays last weekend. So be sure and check that out. We'll tell you exactly in detail what it is. This game here today, sad ending. In my opinion, this is always one of the best games of the year. And granted, I'm a Big 12 guy, But you put up these rivalry games, towards the end of this season, the Ohio State-Michigan game every year, which is, going to be for a hell of a lot this year, by the way, in terms of the BCS playoffs and the Big Ten picture and everything. You could Notre Dame, USC, used to be Nebraska, Oklahoma, Oregon, Oregon State, these USC, UCLA, all these old school rivalries. Well, Bedlam in Stillwater, Oklahoma, as the Oklahoma State Cowboys are at home, catching 5.5 against the Oklahoma Sooners in the final time they'll play as Big 12 members. I hope they somehow, in the non-conference schedule, once Oklahoma moves to the SEC, that they can do some games, because it's always one of the best games of the year. Bedlam describes it perfectly. And Bedlam also describes perfectly my preseason pick about the Oklahoma State Cowboys. While a lot of my season total futures bets are looking really good, this one isn't. I tell you, Oklahoma State lost as much in the transfer portal, including a 3-year starter at quarterback who was a stud, now at Ole Miss, not even seeing action. I don't even get that move, honestly. Must have been some personality conflicts or something going on there. But they lost as much talent in the portal as any team in the nation. I just thought they were going to be. And they've had a tough schedule, too. And Mike Gundy has done the best coaching job of his entire career this year. He should be Coach of the Year, because he's got this team ranked 22nd in the country and 6-2. Now, when it comes to playing Oklahoma in this series, home field is worth a full 3 points. When you're handicapping this game, you figure that in right off the top. They're catching 5.5. Let me double check the live line on this. Total 61.5. Well, yeah, and it is still 5.5. I like the home dog here. Let's take a couple of teams they played recently. Now, Oklahoma went up to Kansas last week and got beat. Unbeaten, in the conversation for the BCS. Beat Texas already, Big 12 champion, potentially, and go up to Kansas and laid an egg. Now you go back on the road after playing a very good opponent on the road last week and play another good opponent who hates your guts. in one of the toughest places to play in college football. If I've been to this game in Stillwater before, when I lived in Kansas City, drove down, went to it. Unbelievable atmosphere. It is Bedlam, and it's worth the full 3 points. But you take that same Kansas team that Oklahoma lost to last week. Well, Oklahoma State beat them 39-32. Now let's take a look at another game. Cincinnati. If you remember, beginning of the season, Cincinnati breaking their, popping the cherry, so to speak, being a Big 12 participant. Fox Sports goes up there, with the Urban Meyer and Brady Quinn pregame, all the Leinart, all that pregame stuff. Made a big deal about how great Oklahoma was. They almost got beat in that game. They ended up beating Cincy 20-6, and it wasn't easy, And you've seen some chinks in the armor. The Central Florida game against Oklahoma recently, where they almost lost that. They probably should have lost it. I mean, there's just a few chinks in the armor, so to speak. That same Cincinnati team, Oklahoma State beat last week 45-13. And you're catching 5.5 with Okie State. Give me Okie State to make it tight here. I don't know about sprinkling the money line. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think 5.5 is too many in this game, especially when you're playing at home in this huge rivalry. These games just don't come easy, and I think Oklahoma might have a few confidence issues, and I think Mike Gundy is the better coach in this game. Really do. Venables, good defensive coordinator. Clemson, they miss him. But I think Gundy, the way he's coached this team this year, he'll have them ready to play. I'll go ahead and grab the points with the home dog in Bedlam on Saturday, Big 12 action. Over at the website, we have a 7-unit game of the year in the Big Ten on a college football 4-pack. We were unbeaten last week in college football, hit a 7-unit play on Tennessee. Matter of fact, we've cashed 3 top picks in college football each of the last 3 Saturdays. In the NFL, another solid week last week. Close it out with a win on Monday night. We have a 6-unit top play on a 5-pack. 3 sides, a total, and a teaser. For Sunday, Doc Sports, that's where you go get them. We started out our NBA, our first pick here. I'm taping this on Friday. We have a 6-unit top play on Friday. We're only doing top picks in the NBA, maybe 1 pick a week, maybe 2. But this is our first pick of the season. NHL, 3-1 our last 4. Going to roll with some more totals here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the season finale in NASCAR is this Sunday. And what a run in NASCAR. Over the last 4 years, we profited over $17,500. Have not had a losing season. Since June 4th, we're up $5,210 to the good. The season finale is Sunday. We'll have a pick there for you as well. And we'll have an NFL pick up for you on Saturday as well for the weekend. Best of luck.